Well, good evening and good afternoon to you. This call is now being recorded. Welcome to the fantastic Maelle opportunity. My name is Andrew Price and I'm based in South Wales. For those in the UK, you'll know where that is. For those over across the pond in the States, it's not a part of England, it's a part of the UK. But good afternoon to you in the States as well. Well, how excited is this? We will be hearing shortly from Chris Welch, who has taken time out this evening or this afternoon for him from his busy schedule to talk about this fantastic Maelle opportunity that we have before us right now. I'll say a few words about myself. I don't want to take up much time with the call because I want to give the platform over to Chris. But a little bit more myself. My name is Andrew Price. I said based in South Wales. I actually was a senior, I was a chief executive in the corporate field up until 2 years ago. Then I actually left because I became ill with some health issues that I had. But what I did is actually got involved in network marketing. I think you'll all agree with me right now we're in such a political unease, both in the States and the UK, that I just didn't want to leave my future down to government control, and I wanted to take control of my future myself. So when I left my corporate chief executive position, I got involved in network marketing, so I really thought there was a better way, and I've never looked back. I actually had some great success with 2 companies, but what I found is that whilst I had success with those companies, not everyone did, and I actually had a lot of what-ifs. Great companies, great products, but what if it was cheaper? What if we knew about this before other people? What if, all these what-ifs, basically, what if the postage was more acceptable to everybody, the cost? So I always had these what-ifs. And eventually I decided to take some time out because neither of the companies I had been involved in actually addressed the what-ifs that I had. So I took 12 months out of the industry, but I kept looking, bombarded with opportunities. I'm sure people are on this call this evening and this afternoon that are out there. And I finally came across in May Maelle. And a great friend of mine, Suzanne Salisbury, introduced me to this opportunity, and I actually took a week grilling, doing great due diligence. I actually spent 2 hours on the call with the Chief Product Officer, Ross Simmons, actually to make sure that this was going to be the right thing, and I'm pleased to say that it was, and I've never looked back. Then, come June, I had the privilege at the end of June of meeting the guy you're going to be hearing from shortly, Mr. Chris Welch. What a gentleman he is. And I know that the people who are actually on this call may already be in our team, Elite, who's actually racing forward, building the mentorships that are in place ready for us. They will all echo my sentiment, say that Chris Welch has reached out and touched every single person. He has time for everyone, and his vision is second to none. So I'm actually not going to talk anymore because I think he's actually a fantastic guy. Most people on here will have already had some information, so I'll come back a little bit at the end of the call to give you information of where you can find more information about Maelle. But without a further ado, I'm going to hand you over to the fantastic Mr. President himself of Maelle, Mr. Chris Welch.
Andrew, thank you so much for that introduction. It's wonderful to be on the call today, and I just have to first say how much I've enjoyed getting to know you and getting to know Suzanne and getting to know other members of your team. It's a fantastic team, and I love working with you, and I'm really excited about the future. The Maelle and what we're building is really exciting, and there's a number of things that really distinguish us, and I think individuals are drawn to the company and want to be part of it. But three in particular that I'd like to talk about today. The first being that we are a product-based company. You mentioned Roz Simmons, who's our Chief Product and Marketing Officer, and I'd like to talk about her because she is phenomenal. Roz has 25 to 30 years of experience in the beauty industry. I'm going to call her the Queen of Beauty. She has her experience ranges from the Body Shop, where she ran the color cosmetic line, to Virgin V, where she ran that company. Tremendous experience developing beautiful product, both color cosmetic and skincare. And she has relationships with the top world's best product manufacturing. Some of you may have already seen some of the videos or pictures of some of our products. I know others have been able to, and Andrew, you've been able to see the product in person and try it. And I know we have a number of events coming up, especially in the UK, and a few even in the US, where we'll have product there for people to actually try before we launch in the company. But just amazing product that she's developing. We're really excited about. But that's something to look forward to. The next key part about Maelle and what distinguishes us is our training, especially right now during our pre-launch. We have a partner who we brought on and partnered with, a woman who's known as the Queen of Facebook, Mari Smith. She is leading our social media engagement and training strategy, and she's almost every week she's putting out more training and doing individual and team and company-wide trainings on how to build your own personal brand and utilize social media to be able to build a business. So we hope to always provide the best, the world, top class training, and in various aspects, but specifically with social media and how to build a business on utilizing social media and the power of social media. Other pieces of training that we focus on are product training. To make sure that people understand our products, the ingredients that go into it. All of our products are safe products. We're PETA approved. We care, again, back to our products, what they are, but we also want to make sure that people understand what's in the products, how to utilize them, how to use them, how to apply the color cosmetics, application techniques, all of that. And then third, from a business perspective, business training, business building, and either through corporate or through leaders like Andrew and Suzanne that provide amazing training that extend even beyond business building, but social media and other. But we have a great community of leaders and trainings that we work with one another, we learn from one another, and we help support one another. And that actually leads into the third point of a distinguishing point, and that is our culture. And Andrew, hopefully you've seen and you're driving this. You and Suzanne, you have an amazing team. It's a very supportive culture, one in which we learn from one another, we support one another. I love that it's a global culture. Our company extends beyond any specific country, even from a corporate perspective. We are spread across throughout the UK and across the US in various cities. Roz, who is our Chief Product and Marketing Officer, lives outside of London, so we have a global vision. We're a global company, and yet we work with one another across all markets, and we're expecting we can't wait to grow into other markets. We have a culture that's fun. We have events that we've had and are planning to have, again, a number of events throughout the UK and a few in the US. Over the next couple of months, we have a couple launch events in October. We've already announced a trip incentive to St. Lucia early next year. So we have a lot of exciting things planned, a lot of things that are coming up. But I think back to those 3 points: fantastic, phenomenal product that works, product that sells, and product that you'll love. Second, top-tier, world-class training by Mari Smith and others on both social media and building your business, product training, and again, business building. And then third, a fantastic, phenomenal culture, which again, Andrew, is led by you and your team. And so it's a wonderful opportunity, and I'm grateful for the opportunity that I have to work with this team and with individuals that may join this team, and because we know that this is a partnership, and for us to be successful, we have to work together. And I look forward to working together. And I enjoy any opportunity that I have to meet anyone that's new to the company and work together to be able to build the best experience and opportunity for all. So, Andrew, thank you very much for letting me join your call today and sharing a few thoughts about Maelle.
Thank you so much, Chris, for sharing your words and your vision of where Maelle is going, and I echo everything that you actually say, and that is what people are loving about it, and loving the fact of the supportive culture, and I think, that comes from the top. I've known Roz for many years, and I know how supportive she is, as well as being the queen of beauty products. But after meeting you and seeing the way that you have actually led Maelle, I can see that you also share that vision and that supportive culture. So I really thank you for giving us that. Can I just ask you, we have the launch, we think, on October the 16th. Will you be coming over to the UK for that, Chris?
I definitely will be there in October. I cannot wait for it. It was great to be there. I was there just 2 or 3 weeks ago. I think October may be the next time that I'm able to come back, but I want to get to the UK as often as possible. And the launch event is going to be phenomenal. I'm so pleased to hear that.
And I've seen the fantastic queen of social media, Mary Smith's social calendar, and she also has the date reserved to join us in the UK for the pre-launch event in Heathrow. So thank you ever so much, Chris, for actually joining and sharing your vision with us and with the people who are finding out a little bit more about Maelle on this call this evening and this afternoon from the States. What I would say is that we have got a team-specific information site. It's very easy to remember. It's www.ilovemaelle.info. The password is beauty with a capital B. In there you will find all, if you haven't already looked, you will find all the information about the products that are being available at the launch and some other information about the ingredients of the company. There will also be information on there about what Chris just referred to, and that's a fantastic trip we have in the Caribbean in March, I believe, next year at the St. Lucia. And that's one thing I would say. There may be people at the moment sitting on the fence. Why join now? Why not wait until October? What I would say to that, for example, the Caribbean trip, the closing date to actually qualify for that is January the 6th, 2017. But why wait until October to start building your team to qualify for that trip? You could actually build now, join now, and actually come October, you should be well on your way to qualifying for an all-expenses trip with fellow mentors come March. There is also another bonus, which we keep forgetting about, that's only available to those people who join now. It's the pre-launch bonus, and I call it the Noah's Ark bonus, because it's all centered around introducing 2 people. Every 2 people who join you in this fantastic opportunity, when they go active in October, when products become available, and they retail $200 worth of product within the first 60 days, you will get an £80 bonus in addition to any other commission paid to the compensation plan. That is only available to those that join this side of the pre-launch, and it's unlimited. You can have as many pairs of 2 as you like. So how many you're going to get on your Noah's Ark, I would say. The other thing, as Chris clearly mentioned, was the fact that, you're going to have access, if you're only for the superb training that we have, both from our product development team, but also the Queen of Social Media, Mary Smith. And that is already, just blowing me away. I've never experienced training network marketing like it, and I know that's echoed right throughout the team. I think the trainer that was on last night was actually the best I've ever seen. And, you're going to have access to that. So whether you actually want to join us to build a team, the trainer will be there for you to do so. But if you just want to join us to dip your toe in and just to retail, then why not train yourself to know how to retail online, ready for when we launch in October? So why wait? That's what I would say. So there's some of the key reasons why I think you should join now, and no better team to join with than Team Elite. There's so many leaders in this team. There are also so many people who have joined Maelle and joined this team who are actually introducing other people for the first time. They've never been able to do it in network marketing before, and those are the people we're locking arms with and supporting to make this truly an opportunity that empowers everyone, regardless of their background. And that is what Chris is about. That is what Maelle is about. That is what Roz is about. That is what Team Elite is about. So I really would like to say thank you to Chris yet again for joining the call. You know, for those who are actually on, you're looking at Maelle for the first time, you know, get back to the person who introduced you. There will be an opportunity for you to actually try the products. There is a road show commencing in the UK next week, kicking off in Birmingham on Tuesday. They will then have Leeds on Wednesday. Following week we have Gatwick. We also have Glasgow and Cardiff on the agenda. So at those events you will be able to try the products. There are a number of events that will be started in the US, and we will be getting information from them, from Chris shortly, and we will be forward them on to the people who introduced you to this call. So what I would say is get back to the person who introduced you to this call. Let them know if this is for you. If it isn't for you, you know, I'd still thank you for taking the time out and joining us this evening. If you are yet to be if you're undecided, then let the person who introduced you know what is it that you need to know to help you make a decision for yourself, and we will do our best to get you the information for you to make an informed choice. So good afternoon over in the States, good evening to those in the UK, and thank you very much for Chris for joining us this evening. But more thanks go to you for joining us. So good evening, guys. Have a pleasant evening.